and welcome to another edition of the Seekonk Speedway Pre-Race Show. I'm your host, Giuliana Vanasse, and we've got a huge weekend of racing coming your way at the Action Track of the East. 10 divisions, 2 nights of racing, the return of the American-Canadian Tour, the first EVERETT'S Auto Parts Triple Crown events of the season, and plenty of championship contenders to battle for victory lane. Joining me is Seekonk Speedway NASCAR announcer Brady Couto. Brady, it feels like we're about to kick off one of the biggest weekends of the season already.
Absolutely, Giuliana. This is one of those weekends where fans, they get a little bit of everything, right? Touring stars, local stars, championship contenders, and some of the best short track racing you'll find anywhere in New England. And if you can't make it to the track this weekend, don't forget you can catch all of the action live on NESTN.TV on Saturday night.
Viper Graphics provides local businesses with high-quality branding needs, which include vehicle wraps, screen printing, embroidery, and much more. At Viper Graphics, they believe that the customer's needs should always come first, and the best way to achieve this is through building a long-lasting relationship. Viper Graphics products are often the front lines of your business, so their mission is to help you make that long-lasting impression that cannot be forgotten. Visit them today at viperwraps.com. Viper Graphics, the official graphic shop of Seekonk Speedway.
Let's start off with the Saturday nights and the return of the American-Canadian Tour. The ACT Tour is making its first of 2 visits in Seekonk in 2026, and they'll be battling the annual Spring Green event.
This race always produces excitement because the touring stars have to go up against some of Seekonk's best drivers, right? You've got names like Dylan Estrella and Mark Jennison representing the home team, while act regulars like Gabe Brown come into town looking to steal that spotlight.
And with over 120 laps scheduled, strategy is going to play a major role. Brady, who are you keeping your eyes on for this race?
Honestly, Jake Johnson and Derek Gluchacki have always been tough to beat at Seekonk, right? But ACT has a way of producing surprises, right? And this field is stacked with this many contenders expected. Fans should expect action from the drop of the green flag all the way to the checkered flag.
The NASCAR Pro Stocks also return for round 1 of EVERETT'S Auto Parts Triple Crown Series. Dave Darling opened up the season in victory lane, but there are plenty of other drivers knocking on the door to victory lane.
It's been a month since we've seen the Pro Stocks, but Nicholas Scola, Kenny Spencer, Dylan Estrella, Mike Brightman, Mark Jennison, Vinny Ranagato Jr., Colby Fournier, right? All drivers that all have the speed to challenge for the win. And we're talking about the Triple Crown, 60 laps, Triple Crown points on the line as well. Things can get very intense in a hurry.
The sport trucks have also been one of the most competitive divisions to start the season.
No question about that, right? Scott Sestodio and Tommy Adams have been incredibly consistent, but former Triple Crown champion Ethan Heilborn is looking to bounce back. You've got the race winners, Tim Mulger Jr. and Richie Helger Jr., defending champion Jake Veneta, former champions Mike Cavallero and Mike Duarte, just some of the drivers in that list capable of winning.
And Brady, we cannot forget about the Sportsman's division.
No, the Sportsman division might be one of the most exciting classes at Seekonk right now, possibly across the Northeast, right? Randy Moretti's won, defending champion Anna Petty. They've both picked up a win this season. Josh Hedges, Doug Benoit, Nick Brightman, they've been consistently near the front, as well as Rookie of the Year leader Matt Talbot, right? So you've got another race that could possibly go down to that final lap.
Saturday is shaping up to be a can't-miss event. And remember, race fans, if you can't join us at the Speedway, watch every lap of it live on NESTN.TV. Before we hop into Fast Friday previews this week, I hop in the hot seat with Carl Satterley Jr., driver of the number 22 and the Bandolero Outlaws. Welcome back, race fans. It's Giuliana Vanasse. We're back in the hot seat with G. I'm here with CJ Satterley. CJ, how are you feeling going into tonight?
I'm feeling great. The car's handling well, and I'm just ready to join a new division and get to know all the people there.
How do you feel making a big jump? I know it can be a lot going from Bandolero Bandits to Outlaws.
Yeah, just making the jump was fun and it's exciting to do, but there's also a lot to expect and a lot to discover because you don't know anyone racing and you don't know the racing styles.
Are you a little nervous going in tonight? What's going through your head?
I'm a little nervous going to it, But in truth, I'm just ready to get some racing in.
Walk the fans through your mindset during 15 laps. I know it can be a lot. There's a lot of adapting, but what goes through your head during those 15 laps, especially when you're running up front?
Yeah, I'm just trying not to crash, to get through everyone cleanly as possible, and just making sure I'm making the right calls at the right time so I don't crash.
What are your main goals going into the season? You were the 2025 Everett's Auto Parts Bandit champion, but you didn't really get your first win yet. So what are you really looking to do this year?
I'm looking to get my first win and overall just try to just learn the drivers there and just get some more experience in the car.
Do you feel like it's more important to be patient or more aggressive, especially as the laps tick down?
I think it's important to be patient and aggressive, but I think being aggressive would be a less safe option. Yet again, we are racing, so you got to take your chances, and it all depends on your driving style. If you're confident getting around people, then you should definitely be aggressive, but if you're a more laid-back driver, you should definitely be cautious.
Are there any big moments that stick out to you from last year that really shaped you and your driving style going into this year?
I definitely think when a few people spun out into the infield and they didn't call caution, I was just making sure I was always right up on them, but not so close that I went with them. Just making sure you're always at the right spot at the right time.
What are your future plans? Looking past 2026, is there anything else you want to accomplish?
I want to get my first win. I also want to try to win the championship. I also want to try to get into a better and bigger car.
Good luck this season. Good luck tonight. You did a great job. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you.
Now let's turn our attention to Fast Friday racing, where the future stars of Seekonk Speedway continue their 2026 season. Brady, week 1 gave us plenty to talk about.
Yeah, it sure did, right? Start with the legends. Defending champion his name's Josh Parsons, picked up right where we left off last year, right? Drove it straight to victory lane. But drivers like Richie Helder Jr., Jacob Burns, we'll see if he comes back, Isaiah Newcomb, Mason Tessier, Brian Wilkinson Jr., Brody Wakefield, all great runs last week. They're all going to look to challenge Parsons this week.
The Pure Stocks also delivered one of the closest finishes of opening night.
That was a great event, and Richie Johnson scoring an impressive victory in his debut in the division, holding off Ethan Souza right down to the finish. So you know Souza's going to be hungry for some redemption, and drivers like Brent Robideau and Bobby Betancourt III will also be right in the mix.
The Crown Vic Cruisers made their weekly racing debut, immediately became one of the most talked about divisions, especially races of the night.
Yeah, Curtis family, they came out swinging. Yeah. Chase Curtis picked up the win over his dad, Chris, and his brother, Jared, but 6-time Sport Truck champion Mike Cavallaro was right in there as well. These Crown Vic races, they're affordable, competitive, very, very entertaining as well.
How about the Seekonk Grand Prix, Bandolero Bandits and Outlaws?
Always entertaining, right? Those divisions were exciting right down to the final lap in both races. The Bandits have a talented group led by names such as Jay Shaber, Brody Salamito, great run. His first ever race at Seekonk, picked up a second place finish. Landon Salamito, our defending champion as well. Great run for him till the very end. And then you have the Outlaws. Aaliyah DeSoma showed tremendous speed. We'll be looking for a little bit of redemption this week after a post-race technical issue cost her a victory. Watch out for Luca Dibb, Ryder Aguiar, Landon Heim, Brady Connors. I'm going to throw in Zach Kelly as well, who ended up picking the win last week.
And finally, the Sport 4 division.
Arthur Mayak, Dave Westgate put on a great battle in the season opener, while Sam Sloboda proved she has a capable car of winning multiple races. This division's loaded with talent, and it should provide another exciting feature race on Friday.
Fast Friday racing begins at 7 p.m. and features some of the best young drivers in all of New England. Well, Brady, 10 divisions, 2 nights of racing, and plenty of championship storylines. It doesn't get much better than that.
No, it really doesn't. So whether you're a longtime fan or you're visiting Seekonk Speedway for the first time this season, this is the perfect weekend to come and experience the excitement.
Grab your tickets now at SeekonkSpeedway.com and join us at the Action Track of the East.
And if you cannot make it to the Speedway this Saturday, you're going to be able to watch every lap of racing live on NESTN.TV.
For Brady Couto, I'm Giuliana Vanasse.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the races.